All right. What's going on, party people? All right. I know nobody's up in here just yet. All right. Do, 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 do. All right. Let me get all of this stuff straight. All right. So I got a multitask today and everything. Hold on. Hold on. All right. I'm here, people. I'm here. I'm here. All right. Y'all know. Y'all know. Had to go get my baby. Yeah, I had to go get my baby. So me and my baby are back together again. And I had to apologize to to my fritter because, you know, I was trying that thing of stepping out on it, going to other fritters and everything, and that didn't work at all. That didn't work at all. So my man Caprinas, he's out there in Brazil. What's going on? What's going on with your chief? Yeah, I was just thinking about you too, man. I figured you was out that way. I remember you mentioned it to me and stuff. So we got going on. That blocker, good morning, good morning. Now I gotta put this out up front. There was a gentleman that contacted me here in Virginia asking about some question about a loan signing agent in Virginia, and I cannot find that email or text message or whatever, however he contacted me. So if you're looking at this, hit me up again. Um, put my number in the thing. Hit me up again because I was going to respond to you, and then I couldn't find your message. I don't know where it's at. I don't know which email it came through. So I'm a little upset because I can't find it. So I don't want you to think that I'm dissing you or anything and all of that. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. What he talking about? What? What he? What he talking about having a day off? We don't do no days off. The party people don't take no days off, man. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nah. Nah, man, we don't have to have a counseling session. How about taking a day off on your day? Man, please. Nah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. When I get to Fridays now, some days I don't be feel like doing no signings. I'll be like, all right, if they cancel, they cancel. I don't be caring and stuff. So, man, man. Now I wonder if they got some fritters down there, man, in Brazil. They probably got some good ones and everything. Not better than my Dunkin' Donuts and all that good stuff. But yeah, I wanted to hop on. Oh, let me throw the link out here. Um, in case anybody want to hop on. Cause I've been rolling. I've been rolling hard. And I really haven't had time to even think good. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and look at my spam, man. I will. I will look at my spam. What's going on out there, Terry? Um, yeah, I've just been like crazy busy this week. So everybody, a lot of people know that it was sort of light last month. Wasn't that much going on. And then all of a sudden this month, it's been popping. Um, so I've been real busy. I think this week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 this week. 17. So one of them I had to cancel. And that's even with 3 cancellations. 17, and that's with 3 cancellations. It might have been more cancellations, but at least 3 cancellations this week. And I got 2 more to do today. I just finished doing a reverse mortgage application. And I'm telling y'all, like right now, I've been seeing more and more reverse mortgage applications coming through in my area. So yeah, so you gotta sometimes take, you take those, and of course, and then the company, I mean the signers, they was like, hey, you gonna be the one coming back? I said, you can request me. And I tell them straight up, I say, yeah, there's notaries, they don't like doing reverse mortgages. I like doing them. I have no problem doing them. And they're like, okay. And that's when I'm sitting there talking with them, I let them know that I have no problem being here with you and stuff. I have no problem being here with you at all. I was trying to find my stuff. Where is my other stuff? Hold on one second. I'm missing something. Yeah. So yeah, I had to get my glove because I'm going through looking at some documents for my next appointment and getting them all set up. So yeah, so everything. So if anybody got any questions, concerns, I mean, I always got topics on my head, but I also like to hear from y'all to find out what y'all are interested in, what y'all are going through, how things are coming along for y'all. It's been a lot going on with the notary world. Sunday, the first, I mean, at 1 o'clock. I don't know why I said the first. Sunday at 1 o'clock. Me and Judy Lawrence are going to be kicking it together. Let's see if I can pull that up real quick. So, and share this with y'all. So me and Judy Lawrence are going to be having a live Q&A talking about apostille. So we're going to be kicking it. Appreciate Q, the notary. He put this together for me. I gave him the pictures and he did everything else. I couldn't think of anything, any kind of layout, or even really had the time. And I hit him up and he did that for me. So I appreciate him doing that and everything. So you'll see it advertised on Instagram. It's here. So me and Judy, I took her course. I liked the course. It helped me understand the flow and how things operate. So it was, for me, it was very good that I took the course because it answered a lot of questions that I had. Because there was people who saying, they do apostille, but when I would ask them, like, okay, help me understand how this flows, how from start to finish, or give me just a rundown, and nobody could really tell me or wanted to tell me. So I've been looking into apostille long before I even got onto YouTube or any of this, but I could never find any solid information. So I just went head on and I was like, you know what, I'm not even going to worry about it, and I'll get to it because it's going to be there. It's not like if you don't start learning to do apostille today, you're never going to get it, or you're going to miss the train on that. And then there's some people that don't really care for it. Hey, girl, our reverse mortgages, you can. Well, it's not that you. I mean, well, a lot of times they'll pay good. I mean, they'll pay a C note 50 on it. I have to say, use street lingo because there's people out here who don't like it when I actually say specific dollar amounts. So if you happen to know what a C note 50 means, you can put it in the comment section. But apparently, I'm not allowed to say that because that hurts the notary business. Although people are in Facebook groups telling folk what they can't make and identifying specific dollar amounts, but people don't like it when I say dollar amounts and everything. They start trying to classify me in the $10,000 a month. I can say that part. You can make that people, and that's not me at all. So a lot of them are C Note 50 or more, or double C Note 50, depending on how you work it. There are some companies that do a half a C Note for just the application, a half a C Note 25 for the application. So it depends. And yes, there are some companies that do less than a C Note for the closing, but that's up to you. I would say you need to get it under your belt. You need to do a couple of them, irregardless of the price, so you can get a flow for it and get an idea of what the companies are, how they do their documents and stuff. So it's a good practice, in my opinion, to at least start off doing some reverse mortgages and the applications, so you could get a feel for it and determine whether or not you really want to do this. It's nothing wrong with it, in my opinion, because all you're doing is notarizing the documents. Now, here's the thing, and I say this all the time. I've never had a problem with the reverse mortgages as far as the numbers not being right. That is, and put this date in here. I've never had a problem with the numbers being correct. I mean, they do. Now I know, yeah, my man Oswald said he hate doing them, and a lot of people don't like doing them because of the length of the documents. Sometimes it can be 200-300 pages. The reason why I like them, because I never really have to explain them, even though they say, "Hey, can you explain?" The right now, on average, the people who I've been doing reverse mortgage applications and closings for, they're on their second or third reverse mortgage. So when I walk in there, they're like, there's really not a whole lot for me to say about it, because they're like, we already know what we want. You know what I'm saying? So that's a C Note 50, y'all. I didn't say it, they did. So that's, and then they do counseling with the people. So the people are very well versed. Unlike with regular refis, you can get there and a couple will be like, or the individual be like, nobody talked to me and said nothing about my refi. Now, they didn't tell me anything. So they sit there and don't know a thing about their, put this stuff down. Okay. They don't know a thing about any of that. That's a problem. That is a huge problem. So I like the reverse mortgages because there's really not a whole lot for me to do, but they want you to have some experience working with them, doing them, and all of that. What experience they want, no one has ever been able to tell me, but they always ask, do you have experience doing them? And I'm like, yeah, but what experience are you looking for? And no one has ever been able to define what that experience is. Hey, Grip, when you see the amount of the signing on the amount for the signing on the documents, are you not getting the full amount? I don't care. Honestly, I don't care about what they're saying in the settlement statement. A lot of notaries, and there's trainers out there, people who keep telling y'all, look at the settlement statement. Look at the settlement statement. If you're going to do that for this here, then you need to look at your company's books. If you work on a W-2, look at their books and see how much money they're getting for them contracts they got. I was working with my last company. They was bringing in, they was having $26 million contracts. Every month they had at least 3 announcements of multi-million-dollar contracts that they won. I'm talking about you 15 million, 26 million, 45 million, 52 million dollar contracts. And I was only making 86K a year, maybe 87, something like that. And then they was only willing to cough off about maybe 0.5% or 1% pay raise, maybe 2% if they really, really like you. But you got 26 million that you just won, and you got that several times in the year. But nobody is looking at the books of your W-2 like that. So if your W-2 is only paying you a fraction of what they're making, you should be saying something about that, just the same as you should be saying, if you feel that you should say something about them. And I'm not getting on you, Tammy, not getting on you, but I'm just talking about in general. A lot of people say, when you look at, when you see the amount of signing agents getting on it, I don't care about that, because there have been times where I've seen the a dollar amount and I'm getting 80% of that. So I'm getting 90. What if 90 is 90 of the 150? So I'm getting 90, they're getting 60. Okay. 90 plus 60 is 150. So they get, the fee is 150. I'm getting 90 of it. I'm getting more than what this company is getting. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that sometimes. So don't, don't harp on that. This is their company. Because see, the thing is, if you ever decide to run a signing company yourself, then what you're not talking about you, Tammy, this is just in general for everybody. What you're concerned about that's on the settlement statement, then you better make sure that when you run a signing company or a title company, you do the same that you want it done for you. You want the notary to see $300, then you better be paying them $300, and you better put it on the statement saying, see here, notary, I'm paying you $300. Okay. Oh, I said, 3C notes, my bad. That's what you need to do. You get what I'm saying? We get in this business and start trying to be real critical of how other people run their business when we're not an employee of that business. But the people who we are employees of, we got nothing to say about that. We just let that stuff slide. So you gotta really, really, really be mindful about that. Oh, my bad, man. I hadn't really thought too much about the apostille stuff until recently, to be honest with you, because I've been so busy with a whole lot of other stuff. So I really hadn't thought deeply about it. I really, really haven't. So yeah, I hadn't really thought too much about about it until recently and everything. So my bad on that, bro. My bad on that. And I know everybody has their perspective on the on that, but yeah, my bad on that, bro. I didn't know. And see, that's why I ask people all the time. I'm like, if y'all got stuff going on, share with me. Tell me about it. Yeah, because I don't know that you got something going on unless you say something and everything. So what is this here? That. Finally, can you tell me the best printer? That is compatible to an HP desktop. If it's Windows operating system, everything should be compatible with it. The key is you have to download the drivers or install the drivers from HP Brother Lexmark. Do not use the drivers that are the default drivers that are on your laptop that Windows has. Those default drivers will not allow you to separate letter from legal. I'm telling you, it will not. If you do not have the OEM or OEM, original equipment manufacturer, you don't have the original drivers. If you install the printer on your thing and you just say go, it will just install some default drivers and those will not work. That recently happened to me. Me and Matthew was talking about that and it will not work. So you gotta put in the disk or download the actual drivers from HP, Lexmark, Brother, whoever printer you're using. As far as the best, the question would be, now if the question is about it, work, if you're saying what's the best printer to work that works with your printer, your computer, all of them should, if you get the proper drivers. For as what's the best printer for its tone, the toner cost, the page per minute, all of that. I don't know because I never taken time out to look into that because I only use Brother. That's what I started off with. That's what I heard people talking about. That's what was being advertised. I tried it and I haven't had any issues with my Brother printer at all. So I would say, for me, the Brother printer works great. No issues whatsoever. but I would say you have to define what it is that you're looking for it to be a comparison when you say what's the best, but if it's just what could hook up to a laptop, all of them should, all of them will hook up to your laptop. The question is, do you have the proper drivers on there so that your stuff work? Because my stuff wasn't printing out letter and legal, and when I went and installed it to have the right drivers, which I don't know why I forgot, then I was able to print letter and legal. It worked fine. Yeah, yeah, they do multiple reverse mortgages. I have not had. I mean, the people now, they're they're cool. Ah, beautiful wedding picture there, young lady. Um, yeah, y'all ain't got the likes up, man. Y'all, why y'all dissing Griff like that? I ain't even been paying attention. Yeah, look, y'all. I'm telling y'all now, YouTube is really tripping. I know YouTube don't like me saying that, but they are, because now they seriously have this thing where um, if y'all don't hit the like button and all that kind of stuff, they don't tell anybody anything. So that's why sometimes people, they'll be hitting me up like, man, I ain't get your notification. They really want people to hit the like button. I even hit the like button on my own videos because I like my videos. So that's one of the things. And see, there's people that get mad at me because I got my little scrolling banner here. The reason why I have it there, because I'm trying to get people to hit the likes, and all of that. So say, hey, Griff, printing documents, but okay, you listen. Yeah, Veronica, look, y'all saw the interview I did with Veronica. I need to do another one with her. She is doing a great job as a notary. Um, yeah, she just hopped out there and she's been working that thing. And I'm very, very proud of her and what she has accomplished. So she's doing great. One of the things that I've been thinking about is, and I guess a question would be, what is your default mode? What is your default mode for doing things? What is your default mode? Because that's what I'm learning in helping people, that we all have a default mode, and that default mode sometimes is not necessarily good. The default mode that we have is not necessarily a good thing. Um, it puts us in a position of panic sometimes where we sort of shut down and end up not accomplishing things because it done got a little hard. And that becomes a problem because we got to be able to push through it. I've been trying to find a proper way to really communicate the difference between mindset and mentality. As I tell people all the time, um, this book here, I'm telling you, you got to get this book. You got to get this book. You got to get this book. Let me grab a link for that. Make it simple, easy for everybody, because you got to get your mindset right. You got to just, fix mindset versus a growth mindset. And if you don't have the proper mindset, I'm telling you, um, it can hurt you. But then your mentality, and from what I'm learning about mentality, it's about how you go about executing certain things, or how do you, your mental toughness when you are faced with um when you're faced with setbacks and challenges. And that's one of the things that I had to learn for myself. I had to learn how to push through no matter what. All right, where are you? All right, and let me copy this for y'all. So I'm putting the mindset mindset by Carol. That's a link to her book. It's a great book. I had my sons read it and all of that. But you got to have the right mentality, because there's people out here, they will have us doing all kinds of stuff and believing all kinds of things. Or after you already developed a mindset, because it takes some time to go from a W-2 mindset to a business owner mindset, but then your mentality, and that's one of the best ways I heard that you can describe mentality is you have your mindset of running a business, but your mentality is you don't think you really need to work that hard. You have a lazy mentality. You have a mentality of I'm gonna have everybody else do it for me. I'm gonna start this thing, but I'm gonna get everybody else to do it for me. And you're more focused on everybody else doing what you should be doing. In other words, if somebody stopped doing it, you couldn't keep it going because you don't think that you should have that you should get your hands dirty. You don't think that you really should be out there doing that. And that's where the problem comes in, is that your mentality is not one of a hard worker. And if you look at any of the information that I put out there on my channel, especially the Make Your Move playlist. Okay, now I need to scan this other thing over here. I'm also doing some scan backs too, y'all. So finish getting that prepped. So that part is prepped. And now I get these other documents over here and scan these back. But your mentality is key, because it can stop you from doing it. Your mentality is also dealing with how you see yourself, your belief in yourself. You're constantly putting yourself down, all of that. So these are the things that you're going to have to figure out. What is your default mode? So when you come across some type of difficulty, do you default into saying, woe is me, I hate life, things ain't right, I'm never going to be anything, how can I do this? You're stupid. What's wrong with you? You got to have that mental toughness to push through that and everything. It said 1 day, 1 subscribers. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Oh yeah. I got my baby right here. I got to nibble on it some more. Stuff. So let me, because I got a 2:00 appointment, so I can't be on here forever in a day like I normally be. But if anybody got a question, a concern, something that they learned and discovered, I don't even know how to answer that, man. I just needed something small to roll. I used the scanner today. It worked fine for me. I'm not saying that the Epson doesn't work. I'm the type, once I find something that works, I normally just stick with it. And if I see something that does work better, then yeah, I'll hop on it. But yeah, I might have to do a little for my notary tech talk. Do that. So you said it's the Epson ES 300W. Now I did read a review on this, and let me share that with y'all. Man, that's awfully big. Yeah, I mean, $279. No, the price is good. The price is good. This one is a portable. It looks like it's a multi-feed scanner. So if you want to scan multiple things, then yeah, this will be the scanner for you. The one that I have, it just does 1 page at a time, and everything. So there's nothing wrong with it. I just never thought about using it, to be honest with you. I never really thought about using it and everything. So for my man Oswald, I will drop a link in here for people. ES 300W. I will multi feed scanner, and y'all can check that out and everything. So what's been going on? Yeah. Well, see, I don't use this now with my scanner, the brother. I'm just doing that for scanning like maybe 30 pages or less or 20 pages, something small. I'm not trying to do a whole loan package with that. And I space my stuff out big enough to where I actually can run back and forth home and do my scans and all of that. So, but no, I feel you on that. I'm not saying that it shouldn't be done. No, I feel you on that. You like to be involved when your name is involved. What you involved in? What's involving your name? I don't understand that one, Shelley. Yeah. Now I will say when I try this, this the brother scans the IDs real good when I do them by themselves for just this one at a time. But when I do the multi-page one, that's when I have some problems with that. So now there's no filling in it. There's no filling inside of the apple fritters. It's just got little apples on it and all of that stuff. It's just highly, highly sugary and sweet. Nobody know what you got for free if you don't tell them. No one knows what you got for free if you don't tell them. No one knows what you got for free if you don't tell them. That's my answer. You do what's best for you, and you don't have to tell anybody anything. But if we see that but if I get a collect phone call from you, then I know you got caught. well, But see, part of me, because he went for me going back and forth home, I'm also coming home to check on my pop. My sons are here, but then I come home, check on him and everything. And a lot of, so, and then if I don't have all the documents, I got to come back home anyway. So I would say, depending on a person's, environment where they're at, things can, things you got to flow with what works best for you. Not saying, because now, what a lot of people don't realize, what you're talking about, Oswald, I was doing. I had the printer set up. If you look at my older videos, I was printing stuff and scanning stuff from my vehicle back in 2019. Okay. I started late 2019 and then through 2020. That's what I was doing. I was doing that. But as time went by, I really didn't have a need to do it that way. And then a lot of stuff that I do doesn't require scan backs. Now, recently, it's been a lot more because of the errors and mistakes that notaries are making. But other than that, I really haven't had to do a whole lot of scan backs and stuff and everything. So, business. I'm still not following. So, what is your default mode when you come into problems? My default mode is to try to push through them. I get a little dogmatic. Probably sometimes I shouldn't, but I do. Yeah. My pops, he's 92. Also, he'll be 93 this year. So even though my sons are here and they do a great job, but I just come back home pop in, check on him, see how he's doing. Ask him, does he need anything? Sit down, talk with him, and all of that. Because sometimes, like if I'm going too long, he's like, "Where you been?" So and just so you can understand, in his room is a room over the garage, and I have my security camera system set up in there. That's what a monitor is. Of course, I can monitor it from my phone and all that, and that's what I mostly do. But so he has the TV on, and then he has the security monitor on, so he can see all of the cameras and everything for the whole house outside the house. So he sees when I come and go. So he's like, "You've been gone a while. Where you been at?" So he wants me to come home, you talk to him, check on him, see how he's doing. He always asks me how I'm doing and stuff. So that's part of what I do. Every now and then there are days where I'm like, I'm out, you know, I'm gone, and everything. But sometimes, even if I have all of the documents and if I'm coming past the house, you get that feeling inside of you like, let me go check home real quick. And I go, and normally my pop is asleep during the day. Like right now, he's asleep. But sometimes I swing by the house and it's like, I'm passing, it's like that little intuition sometimes say, go home and check on your pops. I go home, check. You're like, yeah. I say, you need anything, Pop? And you're like, yeah, make me some fresh coffee. All right, no problem. Make him some coffee, get him good, and then he's good. So it's just a thing that I've developed over the year and a half that he's been living with me. Is that that sixth sense that people say, that sixth sense? It's like, yeah, let me swing back home and check on him. So that's why I'm not so much worried about doing the scans on the road and all of that kind of stuff and everything. Yeah, Starbucks is still closed. I've had issues with that. Now the biggest issue I'm having with Oswald. I mean, I'm looking at this next comment, not Oswald, with Starbucks. The biggest issue I'm having with Starbucks is that when I'm in there, they have the music up way too loud, way too loud. That music is too loud for me and everything. And the chairs are hard, so I have a cushion in my car that I carry with me and everything, so I can sit down on that when I go, even when I go into the borrower's home and stuff. But yeah, Starbucks. Sometimes the coffee smell is too strong and it's just too loud. I mean, I've been in there where me and the person cannot even hear each other, or if I got to call the lender or somebody, I can't even hear them. I got to walk outside, and they don't like you leaving the document. So I have to like close up everything, take the documents with me because they don't want you just leaving the documents for the borrower to mess with and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, default mode procrastination maybe says here that is so beautiful that you're able to check. And that's one of the beauties of entrepreneurial life. I'm trying to get. Yes, Miss Edwina. Yes, you are right. Default mode procrastination. It is. I am not out there yet. I'm just learning by reading and watching videos. Just became a notary in December. Cool. Yeah, as always, if you need help, hit me up. And again, I'm gonna be checking. I got to double check my spam and everything else because I don't even delete my emails. I delete them, but I don't empty um my delete folder. I got probably 3,000 emails because sometimes it seems like every time I delete it, there's something that I deleted that I need to go back to. So I don't delete nothing. I just have them sitting on there. They get archived. They do get archived every 100 or 120 days. They automatically get archived. So I have a link that I can go back to and look at them and everything. Man, I am not the cologne person. Back in the day, I used to wear that jute. I think it was in the red bottle. And then people used to tease me when I was a kid because I would put on that English lather. That English lather, they're like, man, you smell like an old man. So I used to do that. So people didn't like it when I. Nah, the ladies didn't like. I don't think the girls liked that too much when I had that English lather. I like the smell of it, but that's what my dad used to wear. So I would wear the English lather and everything and all of that. But nowadays, people got all these allergies to the odors and stuff. So you can't even wear stuff sometimes with the cologne and all of that. However, with the coffee, why can't I find my bag? Sometimes I have essential oil in my bag, and I would take a little, before we had to wear the mask, I would put a little bit of essential oil on my mustache. And that essential oil, like eucalyptus or whatever, you got doTERRA. I like the blue from doTERRA. I would put a little, like a touch on my mustache, and I would smell that, and that was much more overpowering. Don't do lemon. I did lemon one time and it burnt my lip. So don't put lemon on your mustache, fellas. But now with the mask, I would take the um essential oil and I put a dab of that inside the mask, and that really helps out. Now, even with the mask and the essential oil, I just don't like all that loud music that they be playing at Starbucks, and I just don't understand why the music got to be so loud. That's just too much for me and everything. So say I use the Epson 300 scanner. It was built in V Wi-Fi, has an internal battery, which I mean, yeah, and I may go to that. I like I just like having options. I like having options with the quick scan. And again, I have not had any problem with the Brother scanner. That thing has been on point and popping. It's doing what it's supposed to do. So I'm cool with that. But yeah, that's not a problem looking at the other thing as an option. So let me upload this scan back. So like this year, one of the things I'm doing with my scan backs, and before I was just putting the name of their last name, but this year I'm putting the actual company name first, then then the person's name, and then the type of closing it was and everything. So I'm doing that, and that's helping me keep track just for my own personal thing, of my numbers and everything. So I need to tell them, and that I forgot to tell them I was done. My bad. And I don't think they gave me a daggone slip. No, they didn't give me a shipping label. They might give it later, but I have to upload these scan backs. So let me drag and drop that over there. Boom. And all that good stuff. So what going on? A lot of people here ignore mask mandates, but not me. Yeah. People ask me not to wear the mask, but I go ahead on and wear them anyway. I wear mine. Yeah, yeah. Shalom to you. Yes. Yeah, I take care of my pop and everything. It took him a little while to get comfortable, used to being here. But he chilled now. Matter of fact, last night, and see, he eats sort of late. So that's why I'm up late at night. And so last night I knew he wanted some fish. So I went to the store, got him some wild caught whiting, defrosted that, deep fried that for him, fixed him some stuffing. He likes Dr. Pepper. He likes Boost. I mean, so he has a refrigerator, microwave. He got all the stuff that he needs in there. I just bought him a recliner. So he sits back in that and chill. Got my 4K TV. Yeah, still my TV, but he got it. He won't let me swap it out with him and everything. I want to give him, yeah, peppermint is another good one. Peppermint's good. So he won't let me swap it out. I wanted to bring my 4K TV down here, and he like, leave that one here. And matter of fact, let me tell you, the TV's been on for over a year, nonstop. He doesn't turn it off. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the TV stays on. TV stays on. So, So now, I'm surprised that nobody has any questions or concerns about the notary stuff. So now, one of the things that I'm going to be trying to do next is helping notaries stay abreast of what's going on in the mortgage industry. A lot of signing companies have insight on this, but they don't really talk about it. And I understand why, because they don't want to put notaries in a panic and all that. But I think by not knowing what the status is of the mortgage industry and all of that, it puts people in a panic. That's just my take on it. So, people are like, why are there no orders? Oh, it must be oversaturated. But if you think about it, I think having so many signing companies, you having so many signing companies, there's a chance, in my opinion, that by having all of these signing companies, it's pulling work possibly from the more established. Okay, they do. Yeah, I haven't really been on. If you're talking about which one? You're saying they have seminars. Are you talking about seminars about the mortgage industry or apostille? Okay, well, apostille, that's going to be Sunday. You can hop on. As well. Also, you can always do research on it. There's a lot of research that you can do out there. I just didn't have the time to do it, so I took a course. But there's multiple opportunities out there, and it's not too terribly hard, in my opinion. You just have to understand the state rules and how things flow, so that you can do the apostille correctly, and make sure you understand the format in which they want the documents to be sent, the cover letters, all of that kind of stuff. That's what you really got to make sure you know and understand when you're doing this and everything. But I believe that, let me see if I can find that other document. It is here. Oh, document cloud. Oh, here it is. Where is it? Let me see if this is it. Yep, there it is. All right. So, I need to save this down here. Yeah. So one of the things that, with all of these companies, individuals starting these signing companies and stuff, it actually, in my opinion, can dilute your signing opportunities. And I'm explaining why. So if you have a company that is typically a main company, we're going, and not pick the only reason why, because I've done some stuff with them coast to coast. We'll use coast to coast. Or let's just say Notary Go. Let's say Notary Go, they constantly got orders, sending orders out, and even coast to coast. They some of the big boys, signature closers. And then all of a sudden, you're not seeing a whole lot from them. Well, in order for them to be able to send out orders, they got to have orders that are coming into them. But if for some reason this new signing company or signing companies are saying, oh, you can use us and we got access to the same notaries and we'll do it for cheaper. So now you're talking about lowballing. See, people talk about us taking lowball offers, but then you got signing companies that's probably lowballing folk to get work. And then let's say coast to coast normally has 3,000 orders a month. If that gets cut down by 20% or more, that can really affect the notaries that normally get work from coast to coast. Now, here's where the problem could come in at. And this is all speculation. Hold on one second. You taught me, do your best work and it will not get dry for you. I'm doing less signings, but the product is moving to HELOC and loan mods. Yeah. And then I stay busy doing those, and I only work with 2 signing companies right now. My Notary Cafe and Notary memberships are paying off. Yep, they're paying off. So one of the things, I mean, you got to think about this logically. So with the new signing company that has popped on the scene, if they don't have their stuff logistically together to be able to handle all the orders, sending them out, and then now remember, if the signing company is being a low fee signing company, meaning they're charging, let's just say a title company or signing company normally charges, we'll just say $300 to the title company to get the notary and do this thing. Or that title company normally charges whatever, and because sometimes the title company is on SnapDocs or whatever getting notary. But that entity that normally is charging $300, they're no longer in the mix because some other entity, signing company, is coming on and say you can pay us $200. Well, if they're paying you $200, then how much can you legitimately pay me? If I'm making 95 from a company because they're getting paid 300, now the new company is getting 200. I don't think they're going to be paying me 95. They might go down to 60, 65. You get what I'm saying? And what a lot of people don't realize and haven't paid attention to, some of these new signing companies that are popped up out there, they're not paying big money that you think they should be paying. And these are people who are former notary signing agents. They are former notary signing agents that have started their own signing company. This is no shade at them at all, but this is just, in my opinion, my truth of the matter. And I'm putting this out there so you can think about it. And if I'm incorrect in what I'm saying, please correct me. I have no issue with that whatsoever. But from my standpoint, if you got coast to coast, Notary Go, signature closers, let's even throw in BankServe, and then all of a sudden, well, BankServe you can't because they do the fidelity approved stuff. So no BankServe, closing exchange. So you got those four, and then all of a sudden, the orders coming from them goes down. But then you start seeing an increase of orders from these other companies, but the other companies are paying less. So, and you got your mindset on getting the more, but they're paying the less. And you're like, well, technically, I'm seeing the same volume of orders coming in. I'm just seeing them from a different company. And it's throwing you off that, okay, now all of a sudden, I'm getting these $75 orders, $62 orders, $60 orders from this company and nothing from the other person that I normally get work from. Why is that? So if you open up a signing company, it's logical that somebody would do what? Try to undercut their competition. So signing company A, the new kid on the block, is going to do what? Try to undercut what do they call these? I'm just calling them blocks. They try to undercut their competition. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, there's 365, Service Link, all of that. So there are some low fee signing companies out there, and what they're trying to do is undercut the competition because they're looking for that nasty word that notaries don't like, volume. They're saying if we can get X amount of signings at $200, we'll be making this money versus X amount of signings at $300. So they're doing the reverse of what they tell you. So keep in mind, some of these people are these signing company owners are former notary signing agent / loan signing agents / whatever signing agent you want to call them, or they call themselves, but they are former, and now they're basically saying we need volume because we got to make a name for ourselves. So this is why I keep telling y'all, just get out there and do the work, because in real business, these folk are doing that. They're coming in and they're taking the lower, they're doing work lower. They're actually taking on more responsibility, and they're trying to get you to do the same. So the signing company is saying, we'll do more for you, title company. What that company over there wouldn't do, we'll do. Oh, they wouldn't make their notaries do such and such. We'll make the notaries do such and such. They couldn't get notaries to do scan back. We'll get them to do scan back. They couldn't get the notaries to backdate, which you shouldn't be doing. We'll get the notaries to backdate. There's people out there that's like that, y'all. They are like that. And if you want to sit here and be naive and think that, no, nobody would do that, then you need to get out this business quick, fast, and in a hurry right now today. I'll buy your printer from you and I'll sell it on eBay and make me some money. End of story. I'm serious, because you really gotta think about this. This is competition out here. They are competing. And there are people out here who got the hustle mentality, and they're like, you know what? I'm going to do whatever I can to make this signing company work. And if I gotta start homeschooling my kids and have little Johnny, Man, Cody, Kylie, and TT working the phones, guess what they're gonna be doing on their little snack break? They're gonna have their little juice cup, and they be like call, call, check on these notaries, check on the docs. They're gonna be having little Man and TT them working them phones, uploading documents, all of that kind of stuff, finding notaries and stuff on their little breaks and stuff. And they ain't gonna be like, don't I get nap time? No more nap time. We gotta work, baby. We gotta work. Mommy and daddy need your help. We need to work. We can't afford to hire anybody. So this is a family thing. Teenagers like, what are you talking about? No, put your phone down, get over there, make sure them documents got check on the notary. That's what's happening. Nobody's talking about it, but that's what's happening. You got a lot of family on business, and I'm all for it. But if that company is trying to make a name for themselves, you can't tell me that they're not going to undercut the other competition that they have for themselves to get in the door and pay you, quote unquote, peanuts, as everybody says. The question is, why are you only able to pay me $25 less than a C note? Had to figure out how to want to say that. If you can't, because you can only pay me what you get. So even though I see this high dollar amount on a settlement statement, might be $300, might be $700, but the people who are paying me, what are they actually getting? If the person who's paying me is only getting $225, and then they got to have a buffer in there. Keep in mind, this is what people don't realize, and y'all missed this if you hadn't been looking at my videos, what I did with signing company owners. There's a buffer. Let's just say, hold on, let me try to come up with some. So let's okay, so let's go. Okay, so the 225, we'll stick with 225. So with 225, they say, okay, we're going to take half of that for us. That's $100, $112.50. That the company gets every single time they do an order. So they charge whoever 225, they get $112.50 that comes to them to pay their operating expense. But then they got $112.50, the other half of that, to pay out to the notary. So from there, they say, well, we're going to pay $65. So that gives them $47 to work with in case the notary makes a mistake or there's an error. The notary makes a mistake and doesn't want to go fix it, or there's an error on the title company part or their part, that they can compensate the notary. Also, if it's a last minute or they might have to have a rush, so then they got that 112.50, and let's say they do a rush and they're like, all right, we're gonna have to bump the fee up to to 85. So now they got a $27 buffer. So they got a $27 buffer. That's what they got left over just in case there's an issue. So then you say, well, that's why sometimes you might see trailing docs for only $25. We got trailing docs in the, hold on. And the person who just texted me about, yeah, I got it. I didn't want to talk about that here, but we know we had a loss in the notary community. Me, I don't really like to talk about death. I don't deal with that kind of stuff that well personally. So that's why I don't really want to talk about it here. But I do know what has happened, the losses that we have suffered. My condolences goes out to them and all of that. And I'm not real good at that kind of thing, to be honest. So certain things I just stay away from. My wife is better at it than me. It gets me too emotional. I'm even getting emotional right now, just this little way. So that's why, if anybody asks me why didn't he say anything, that's why. All right. So trying to think. All right. So I need to go on and wrap this up because I'm supposed to be going. I got another signing that's not too far from me. The problem is the person has not confirmed whatsoever. So I don't know. Oh, they're only 7 minutes away. I got a little more time with y'all. They're only 7 minutes from the house. I got a little more time with y'all. 7 minutes from the house. So if you think about it, just think logically. If you was running a business and you know there's errors that notaries are going to make, and then you say, why are they making errors? Because of the lack of training, they're not being trained properly, or they're trying, or they just don't want to learn and they just want to hustle and just get in and get out. Now you're running into the issue of what? I'm gonna have to pay to get these errors fixed. I'm gonna have to pay to get these errors fixed. So I need some buffer. So if all I'm charging, undercutting everybody $225, and then you want me to pay you $125, so it's like, so now they got so that company, I got $100 left. And if you start messing up stuff, if there's errors or whatever, I'm paying you out of my pocket. Because what you got to realize is that some of these signing companies, their agreement with the title company or the lender who they're working with is if there's any errors that are not related to us, the lender or the title company, they come out of your pocket. That's how this works. And a lot of people don't realize that. And I've had people tell me straight up, they're like, I can't go back to the lender and ask for more money. I would like to, but I can't do that. So it's like, got it. Don't necessarily agree with every situation, but it can be like that. Yeah, they don't confirm. Even the application I did, they didn't confirm until I texted them. And I think they've given me the wrong phone number for this young lady, but I'm gonna still show up. I already printed the docs. I'm gonna show up 7 minutes from the house. Show up. I'll wait 5 minutes or so. Knock on the door. Ring the doorbell. They might be there. They might be. They might be there and stuff. So what do I got to do? Upload this. And scan backs are done. And all of that. So I don't think they need these sent. So it's a good fee. Yeah. It's a good fee. Okay, they're saying that it's confirmed by the signer. So I'm gonna just roll with it. I tried to call this, that, and the other. They was asking me to, because I didn't, because see, if I don't confirm, I'm not hitting that orange button and snap that saying it's confirmed. Even though it says by the signer, I try to talk to the signer myself. So they're saying that it's good to go. And this here is a seller. That's right. It's not even that many pages. Man, it's small. I think, yeah, it's not even that many pages. It's not even 50 pages. So that's why I'm still show up and do it. But I just wanted to share that, some of that stuff with y'all today. See if y'all had any questions, and all of that. So yeah, like I said, sometimes make you go, yeah, cutting fees, competing, but it cuts our fee. Yeah. So everybody's talking about, companies doing us wrong. I mean, there are companies that pay very well. They pay very well. I'm looking at, and I've grown to this point, and I'm doing an order. I think so far this month, my lowest order is $45. I think that was a loan application. I did that, and again, I'm just going for volume, just like some of these signing company owners are doing. They're trying to get volume. They're trying to get the orders in. They're trying to get to a point to where they can hire more staff because they got the volume and everything. And that's the thing about business. You want the volume of money coming in. By you having the volume, you'll then be able to go to the bank and say, look at my accounts receivable. I got $45,000 of accounts receivable a month or more. But if you're sitting back as a signing company, like, well, yeah, I got accounts receivable because I'm getting $500 a pop, but I'm only really got my accounts receivable is only $15,000. Well, a bank don't want to loan money to somebody with 15,000, depending on the type of business. It's like, well, you okay, we'll loan you. And then I come up in there like, hey, my accounts receivable 45, 50. They be like, oh, you got more money. We can loan you more money because 15,000, I can only loan you a certain amount. I can only loan you a portion, a percentage of what you bring in. But if you got 45, 50,000 or more, I can loan you money, which means then what? That signing company can expand. Now, does it mean they're going to pay you more money? Not necessarily, but that company can expand. So what can you do when you got more money coming in, regardless of the dollar amount, regardless of the distance sometimes you may have to go, you can expand because you got more money. That's why I was able to buy additional printers because I got the funds coming in. I got one, two, I got what? One, two, I got 5 printers now. Yeah, I got 5 printers. 2 of them sitting in the box. No, six. 5. I'm sorry. Yeah, 5 printers. I got this one, that one. So that's 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 printers. I got 5 printers. So I got 5 printers, all the stuff I need, paper, all of that, because I got revenue coming in to get the stuff. Able to pay for training when I need to take, whether apostille or Ron stuff, all of that. You see what I'm saying? So these are things that you have to look at. It's about you getting revenue in. Nobody knows how much revenue you got coming in or not coming in unless you say something. So stop trying to compete with these folk in Facebook and all of that. All right, party people. Last little squig of that donut. Save it for later. Go do my. Hold up. Do I need scan backs on this? That's a good question. Yep. Scans on these. I'll do scans and then go to my next one at 4:00. And then I'm done for the day. And I'm not doing any closings this weekend. I'm just gonna chill and stuff. So thanks everybody. And so now. Hey, I just bought them. They're my backups to my backups to my backups. Can't sell one, no, Shelly. Can't sell none. But if you look at my Notary Tech Talk video from a couple of weeks ago, you'll see, and you have a great day too, big man. If you look at the Notary Tech Talk video, and I'm gonna grab the link real quick. Q was come on. Where the heck is it? Here we go. Yeah, if you want to learn more about computers, where you can get some affordable and all that, check out the this video that me and Q did, and it'll help you out. Reverse mortgage, and yeah, I got to get with you again, Shantae. Yeah, I'm about to roll off and everything. You were right, man. We got to do another men's one. Yeah, we got to do another men's get together, the fellas, and chop it up and everything. Man is invited. TT can't. Okay, little man, he can come, but TT she can't come, and all of that. So, and if there's any ladies, your husbands, if they're interested, yeah, they're going to be invited too. And but yeah, I'm gonna do another men's one and everything. So let me sit down. But matter of fact, I can think about that this weekend because I'm not really doing anything. So, all right, party people, y'all have a good one. It's 1:45. That gives me enough time. I ain't got to freshen up or nothing, so it gives me enough time to get over there. All right, y'all have a good one. Appreciate y'all. You need any help, hit me up. You know I got your back. Talk to y'all later. Peace.